Thank you. Appreciate everybody being here tonight. Great win. Really proud of our team. It's a good football game, a good football team that we beat. So really proud of them. I thought we played really good complementary football, all three phases. I thought we were, really good in the kicking game. Thought we were good, They're really special, talented on at wide receiver. They got some elite wide receivers, and their quarterbacks can throw it. And I thought we did a good job, for the most part, keeping the ball in front of us and making them go, the long way with their plays there. That we didn't give them anything, easy. And then offensively, I thought we were very consistent. I thought our offensive line played their best game. We protected really well. I thought our backs did a really good job in pass protection also. But I thought our offensive line was really good in pass protection. And then I thought they were good in the run game too. So, it was a really, really satisfying win. The guys really, really played hard and beat a good football team. As a good football team we played tonight. So open it up to you guys.
Was asked by Louisiana radio before the game what the mood of the team was. I said, I have no idea. I'm not in the locker room. But they asked me with about 1 in 5.
Tell them to call me. I'll tell them.
I told them, I said, I can't answer that question. I said, what I can tell you is this team's been in the hole before. Last 2 years they've gone to bowl games. They start out in the hole and they battled back. Talk about this game being kind of an indicative of battling back out of a hole.
Well, I just know – I know this team. I know the culture of this team, that we don't listen to all that stuff on the outside. And, we worry about ourselves. And, these guys bust their tail every day in practice. They come to work every day in practice. And, it hadn't bounced our way, a couple times. And but, this team has got something to them. There's something – you can tell that guy that he saw it tonight. You don't have to tell him, he saw it. But this team's got some character, and in tough times, character's revealed. And, like I tell them all the time, tough times don't last, tough people do, and you ain't going to find anybody tougher than us. So we'll just keep fighting and get ready for Liberty this week. But you can tell him that we're a bunch of fighters.
Already did.
Thank you.
Third down was huge on both sides of the ball today. 10 for 16 on offense, held La Tech to 3 for 13 defensively. What led to y'all's success on both sides of the ball on those third down situations?
I know this, Sam. For us offensively, it seemed like we were really, really good on first down, and like DJ converted one, 3rd and 1. He's in there again and hands it off to little Terry, and Terry, third. So we were in third and manageable, really, advantageous, situations. And so that played a factor in it. And you can't, to me, 10 out of 16, that's hard to do, and to be able to do that, you've got to be able to be successful on first down to put yourself in, instead of 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8 all the time, and or you're one-dimensional. And then I bet defensively, it's a little bit harder, right now, but I bet the same thing, that we were probably pretty good on first down defense, that enabled us to have the success on defense that, on third down that we had. So I always correlate third down and first down a lot. Seems like it always, has a impact on each other.
You mentioned Terry earlier. Marvay stepped in at safety when Trey was out in the first half, and the defensive line had a lot of guys rotating in. It's in that part of the midweek schedule where you're having to use your depth a lot, but those guys are stepping up in these situations they are tonight. What do you say about the guys getting their chance in those situations right now?
I'm really proud of our defensive line because, man, we don't have – you watch us flex, I mean, we got 6 or 7 guys out there. I looked at it, I said, where is everybody? You know, we're out. Zaylen Wood's out. DeMonte Smith's been out for a couple weeks. Richard Kinley didn't practice until yesterday because of, you know, his deal. And he's out there about 50%, but because we don't have anybody else, you know, he guts it out and goes. And then we lose Quindarius early in the third quarter, you know, on the targeting call. So that's another man down. You know, we just got so many guys hurt in the defensive line that those guys are, you know, having to play a lot of snaps, you know, more snaps than they normally do, you know, because we don't have the substitution people. So really proud of those guys. And then I thought Marve came in and did a really admirable job, you know, the first half. Made a play in the end zone, you know, down there, did a good job. He tackled, you know, so it's, again, it's, this team is, you know, I know our record doesn't say it, and I get it, but this team fights and they compete and they work and, you know, they battle every day. And, you know, these guys, they're giving it everything they got. And a lot of them are, you know, are banged up, hanging on.
Zach Dobson had that big punt return at the end of the second quarter, set up that touchdown right before the half. Obviously, one of the reasons that y'all brought him back was for those special teams opportunities. What was it like for you to see him, you know, get that explosive play in that moment?
It was good. You know, he got tremendous blocking. I thought they were going to call a penalty, but Trey did it. Farrell, you know, who they initially called it on and talked about it, did exactly what he's coached to do and exactly what the NCAA rule says. You know, he high-walled him, you know, put his hands up, did it exactly the way you're supposed to do it. And they threw the flag, but they end up talking about it and they waved it off. So just did a really good job. You know, Alex Suber has got punt return, and he did a good job, you know, scheming up some things tonight. And with that, but Zach did a nice job, made a nice play. He's really dynamic in space. And you saw we got him the ball a bunch of other times offensively also. You know, so just happy that he was able to have a positive impact on the game. Guys good?
Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate you.
Nick, I guess to start, just how excited were you when you saw Holden hit that double move, just like in that moment?
Just making sure I didn't overthrow him. It's funny because we had run that play a couple times earlier in the game, and it was actually similar to what I hit Elijah on the touchdown, the first one. And, you know, Holden, just how smart he is understanding defenses. We were just kind of talking through that play, different things he could do on it. And, you know, sure enough, I think that was the third down too. We get out there. He got a man-to-man look, and credit to him, he won. He won big, and my job was easy. O-line protected well. I just had to make sure I didn't overthrow him, give him a good ball. And the run after the catch was special too because, I mean, you know, he had to make guy miss, outrun the other guy. So, I mean, credit to him. I didn't do anything. That was all him.
Well, he set you up earlier in the game with the block on the touchdown run. I mean, walk me through that play design. Looks like it was you could have thrown or passed there.
Yeah, it was an RPO. We were trying to slip Holden out into the flat, but credit to the La Tech defender. He did a really good job staying true to his key. But the good part about Holden being such a smart football player, and honestly all of our guys, is like if they know they're covered and they kind of see me running, they do a really good job transitioning into a blocker. It's funny because I remember after the touchdown, Holden came over. He was like, "I kind of pushed him into you at the end, but I mean, screw it. Who cares? We scored. He did a heck of a job, and you know whether it's route running, catching the ball, running after the catch, blocking, he'll get in there. He'll do whatever coach asks him to do, and he's a special player."
10 for 16 on third down today for the offense. What led to y'all's success in those situations?
I think a big part of it was as early down, being good on first and second down, and then it was kind of like our theme all year has been penalties, and we didn't have that many, especially pre and post snap penalties. So we stayed out of third and longs for the most part, which makes third down a lot easier. And then I think when it came down to it, our guys just did a good job making a play. O-line blocked their tails off. Receivers got open. We were able to hit some passes, and then when we ran it, you know, DJ got in there, had a really tough run. So proud of him, everything he does. He works his butt off every day. And then all the running backs, Flip, Terry, heck of a job. I mean, and that O-line, they played really well today. I'm so proud of all of them.
Nick, going back to that running play where you scored the touchdown, how difficult is it when you find a play that works and then you find out the whistle blew it dead and you have to figure something else out, and scored? Talk about how difficult that was and how satisfaction that was.
Yeah, it was weird because we had the third down conversion to Holden. Then we kind of went hurry up, and I hit J.O. on the fade, and, we're all super excited. We're thinking, here we go, touchdown. And then, we hear the whistle, and it kind of sucks because we did score, and the call to Holden still was, still held. But, listen, at that point, you just got to focus on the next play. Good play, bad play. The most important play is the current one you're on. So, our guys did a good job. Terry made a really nice run, I think, on first down. It was like first and 10 from the 11. Terry made a really nice run, got us down close, and then, good group effort to finish it off in the end zone. That was really important for us.
Nick, you guys only had one penalty tonight on offense. You've talked about the penalties all year as kind of like drive killers. How much more efficient and effective does it make the offense when you kind of cut those penalties out?
Yeah, I think 10 for 16 on third down is, it's like almost clear correlation to, early down success rate, third down conversions. How do your drives end? Do they end in punts? Are you scoring points, touchdowns? More importantly, really proud of how disciplined we played. I think, it's something Coach Stuck always preaches is being disciplined. But we've gotten better each week. We haven't been our best. We could still get better. But super proud of everyone. We played a clean game. We did what we were supposed to. We executed our plays. Coaches put us in a good position, and we did our job tonight, and that's what we're supposed to do every single night. We step on that field is do our job, and offense, defense, special teams. It was a group effort tonight. I'm so proud of everyone.
And also 3 for 3 in the red zone. You guys have had games where you drive down the field and then you end up having to kick a field goal. Kind of this along those same lines. How much satisfaction you get from kind of getting to get it in for 6 instead of having to kick a field?
Yeah, 6 or 7 is so much more than 3. And we talk about it 4-point plays all the time. And when you can finish a drive with a touchdown, you just feel so much better about the drive as a whole. When you finish with a field goal, it's good you got points, but you feel like you left something out there because you did. But credit, Elijah made a really, really, really great catch on the first one. I just had to give him a chance, and he did everything else. O-line blocked their tails off on Flip's touchdown run. I already talked about Holden doing his part. And then, again, it's just when you get down there, space gets tighter, but it's who wants it more, who's going to be more tough, who's going to stay true to their keys and do their job, and we did it tonight, and I credit to all of our guys.
Anything else from Nick?
Trey's up now.
Trey, obviously you missed the whole first half, then you come out and get an interception on the first series of that second half. How did that kind of get you going for the game?
I did my job. Press conference the other day, somebody asked me, what's different? Nothing's different. Marvay came in, did his job, did a great job. Then I came in and did my job. Kobe did a great job. Our whole defense stayed together. Offense and defense were together today, and that's why we put out with a win.
Trey, was your defensive philosophy any different when they went to Backmeyers or quarterback?
Win. It don't matter. We wanted to win, and today that's why we got it.
You mentioned Marvay just now. When you're on the sideline in the first half, watching him go to work, he's a guy's been in the program a long time. I always like to see him get that chance and have a lot of success out there in that first half.
For those of you who don't know Marvay, Marvay has went through a whole lot. Coming from where he comes from and also the adversity that he had at this school, and I applaud and I love that guy so much. He was told he was never going to play again. And he has played this past 2 years. Did a great job today, and respect. Love the heck out of that guy for coming to work every day, understanding his role, and just fighting. It didn't matter to him. He knew, his turn. Go do it. So he had his turn, and he's gonna keep having his turn, and we're gonna keep doing a great job and growing together. And I'm so excited to see where our defensive backs groups go in life, and as far as the rest of the season, I know we're coming together as a whole, and we're going to come back to work tomorrow and get it going. Get ready for Liberty.
DBs played a big role on third down today, where y'all held La Tech to 3 for 13 on those situations. What led to y'all's success in the secondary on those third down situations?
Practice like a pro, and taking every down serious, and being mature about the things that we do on and off the field, staying together and holding each other accountable, loving each other and pushing each other to be the best that we can be together, loving our coaches and fighting for our teammates, and understanding our opportunity that we have playing on this platform. A lot of kids forget about the opportunity and take it for granted, and what we've been harping lately is to understand the opportunity and to understand your blessings and to never take it for granted. So I'm so proud of our guys and so proud of how we played today, and I love every one of them, and I know we're going to come back in with a chip on our shoulder because people are still counting us out. 3 weeks ago, somebody on ESPN said that we weren't good this year, and I told you to keep watching, and what are you doing? You're watching right now. So for that, dude, keep watching, and you're going to see a show. Thanks.
Thanks, Trey. Holden, what's the first thought that goes through your mind when you hit that double move on the touchdown and see the corner go the other way?
First off, on the line of scrimmage, I see he's outside leverage, which is tough for us because we always try to force the outside release on our go balls. But earlier in the game, I got him on a move that the ball didn't come my way, so I just kind of put that in my bag, and we came back to it later I think it was the early fourth quarter, late third quarter, and just remembered it, and it was the same matchup, so I hit it again, and he just balled on it. So, and great ball by Nick and line protect, and we were able to bust it out for a touchdown.
And then what goes through your mind when you're in the track meet at the end, you make the move and behind the secondary, and now it's just a sprint to the pylon?
Just literally, I'm just staring at the pylon, just running, not trying to focus on anything else, just trying to win the race to the pylon.
And then, Nick got to pay you back for the blocking that you did on his touchdown run. You said it was an RPO play. How do you adjust in those situations when you're running a route and then you realize, oh, wait, I got to block right now?
Easy for me knowing the quarterback that Nick is. I mean, every game he's putting up numbers running and throwing, so we always got to be alert for if it's not a pass. Like even on RPOs, if he don't throw it, we got to stay engaged with him because he might tuck it, and then we got to transition to block. And with us being that close to the end zone, I felt the guy on my back. I kind of anticipated Nick running it and stretching it out, and I just tried to do the best I could.
Third downs were huge for y'all tonight, 10 for 16. What led to y'all's success on those situations?
I would say, just like anything, it always starts up front. The communication was a lot better. As y'all could see on the film, I was in the box a lot more in the core, and I was able to hear all the communication that we were doing. We added a few new protections. We were able to keep some guys on pressures off of Nick, and Nick just balled, stayed in the pocket, and we were able to hit guys wide open.
Holden, would you say this was probably the most efficient your offense has been this year as far as just lack of penalties, just moving the ball like you would like to move it?
Yeah, I would. Thus far, but obviously there's stuff that's got to be better. We still had some penalties, some holding calls and stuff like that, and just shooting our stuff in the foot, even on both sides of the ball. And 10 for 16 is good, but the way I look at it is that's 6 opportunities that we left out there. It's great if we can go 16 for 16, so there's always stuff we can work on. But I would say up to this point, yeah, that's the most efficient full 4-quarter football game that our offense has played.
Anything else, Holden? Thanks, Holden.
Appreciate y'all.